Hey everyone, and welcome to Vancouver Island Bushcraft. So I got one of those Bear Grylls knives. Survival Lily, another YouTube channel person, I'm sure all you guys know of her, tested one for a year or so and thought, fairly good knife. So I thought I'd grab one and see what I thought of it. Now, I hate orange on my knife. So I'm going to show you what I did with it. It's not a beauty contest for knives, but I just don't like orange on my belt, especially when I'm walking around town. If I'm going to the store before I go into the bush, I don't need anybody taking a look at my knife and seeing it specifically. I want it to disappear in my body. And also, I didn't like the sheath. Unusable, completely unusable to connect it to the belt. So I'm going to show you what I did, and we'll go from there. I'll put you down here. Okay, so this here, this here is the end result. And for any of you who have ever seen a Bear Grylls knife, this looks nothing like its original product. I've made it all black. This is the original color. This was all orange. This was orange. The top part was orange. Everything was orange. So I used the Flex Seal and sprayed it and got it all black. And then while the Flex Seal was a little bit damp, I put paracord on the handle and sealed that up. Now the sheath itself, now it's kind of nice. It really hooks in there. Like it really, that's not going anywhere. But let me just open this up. But the way it connects to the belt. Now this has been totally jury rigged. I don't know if you guys can see sort of what I did here, but this whole piece here was not part of the sheath. Neither was this. The only part of the sheath was this double area here, all the way up here. That's the only part of the sheath that's original. Then of course the plastic part. And the way it was connected was, I think you guys can see it's sewn here, and there's this little piece of cloth, and it goes down to about here, and then it's sewn again behind that. And that was the only part that could be put on a belt, a very small belt. It wouldn't fit on mine. So what I did is I used one of these. They're called Duramax Pro, and it is a Velcro enclosure. And I taped it on the top part, taped it on the bottom part, and now I have the ability to put it on my belt. And now I got a really big loop. I can even put this on my webbing, and very strong. That's not going to come apart anytime, and bypass this little tiny little loop thing that's going on. And yeah, that seems to work really good. I really like the fact that the knife is a full tang. It goes all the way to the end, and this is all steel here too. So it's actually one piece. I don't know if you guys can see. There's actually a seam. This is all steel, and it goes full tang all the way to the blade. So this is like a major amount of steel. It's got a good choil. You can really get some good work done. They've already pre-ground it for the fire steel, and it works really well. Something I really like as well is you can put it in either way, like this or like this. You don't have to figure out which way the blade goes, which is really awesome. It comes with a little fire steel. I'll probably never use this, but I'm just putting it in there and just leave it in there just in case. I put on a little bit of a lanyard so that I can hold it with the fingers and really hang on when I'm going to be doing some chopping. I'm anticipating this is going to be a pretty good knife. It also came with a whistle. Do I have that here somewhere? Hang on, I'll show you. I don't know why you'd want to see a whistle, but here, this little guy here. This was on the lanyard part. Little whistle. And anyway, so it's got some really good knife aspects to it. Nice and solid. It feels good in your hand. It has good weight to it. Razor sharp out of the box. You can pummel with it. Obviously, baton with it. It's very solid. Everything's really good, other than the color, which really sucked, and the sheath connection to the belt was just, well, unusable for anything other than a civilian small belt, which none of us wear, I'm sure, when we're doing bushcrafting. So the jury rigs are all complete, and now I'm going to be able to use this on my belt as a belt knife when I go into the bush. It's not when I go into the bush. It's not going to be a replacement for my actual full-size Bowie with a Mora. That's that's the knife setup. It's never going to change. But this one can be worn on my belt. I'm going out to Morel Sanctuary in a couple hours to have some coffee and stuff, and that's going to be on my belt. This one here. So that's about it. I just wanted to show you the augmentation between this and the way I bought it. I didn't like a lot of stuff about it, but now it's good, and I'll use it for a bit, and I'll let you know what kind of a knife it is, if it stays sharp, if it breaks, and whatever. But I'm anticipating it's going to be just fine. Like I said, Survival Lily to put it through its paces, and it worked out really good, which is why I grabbed one. She did all the hard work, and now I'm reaping the benefits. You guys take care. Thank you for subbing. If you haven't, please sub and like and share, and I'll see you next time on Vancouver Island Bushcraft.